Hi guys, welcome back. Well, I'm sitting here a little bit protected from the rain because obviously we have a very wet and cold summer here in Europe. You might have heard it on the news. Floodings are starting to appear everywhere and all it does is rain. The temperature doesn't matter for me because I like that it's cold like this. We have around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, so that is absolutely perfect for me. But the rain, okay, it could be a little bit less. And although I'm still struggling with my foot injury, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of hiking anyway. But it makes me think a little bit about the future. And after my last few videos where I was talking a little bit more about my injury, I got some questions from you as well regarding my true hike plans of the Rothaarsteig trail next year and whether I will be able to complete that one with my foot injury in mind. And therefore I decided to make a quick little video about this subject to tell you how my view is about that trail at this very moment and what I have in mind as a sort of alternative. So yeah, clearly I still hope that I can do the Rothaarsteig trail, but you might say, well, it isn't until May, but keep in mind time flies, and at the moment I am not able to do any decent hiking, so that means I'm losing my hiking condition and everything. So it means that as soon as I will be able to start hiking again, I have to start totally from scratch again, probably because it's not over yet. So it will take a much longer time than everybody expected. So I will probably lose a lot of that, which means that I have to start as quite a beginner when I start hiking again and really have to start doing really short hikes again. And if you think of a true hike, I am not going to do a lot of mileage per day because it's obviously also vacation for Ravi and me. But you are not hiking 5 kilometers per day when you're doing a true hike, because then it will take you months to complete a 156 kilometer trail, which is the length of the Rothaarsteig. So all things that go through my mind. And I'm also not able to camp a lot along the Rothaarsteig trail, so that means I have to book hotels in advance. Some hotels give me a bit of a struggle because they do not answer any booking requests, so I'm really struggling on that one. And the hotels that I have booked, some have to be paid in advance, some not, but I cannot cancel every hotel until the last minute. So those are all things that are going through my mind and that I am thinking, well, is it a good plan to keep on doing the Rothaarsteig trail? And my heart still says yes, I absolutely definitely want to do the Rothaarsteig trail because I wanted to do it for so long, for so many years. Now finally is my chance, and now that peep them injury is ruining all the plans. So yeah, it is a bit of a struggle between my heart and my mind. My mind says be smart, go check for an alternative. My heart says follow your dreams and go hike the Rothaarsteig trail. So what if I decide to not do the Rothaarsteig trail? Well, I have been looking up on the internet and been searching a little bit and going through my previous hiking plans that I once have made with trails that I maybe one day would like to hike. And I came up with 3 alternatives, and today I would like to talk a little bit more about them. I have not made my decisions yet. If you would like to give your opinion about it, feel free to comment in the comment box below what you think that I should do. Should I follow my heart or should I follow my mind? So let's talk a little bit about the alternatives. The first alternative is a week of hiking or 2 weeks of hiking for a little bit, sort of say a base camp. I'm not going to camp there because if I will choose this option, my mom and Max will be going as well. So we have booked a chalet, which we can cancel until pretty last minute. So that's absolutely nice. Then we already have the alternative, but we're not forced to take it or pay anything. We can pay there. So that's really good that the homeowner gave us the opportunity to do that. And that would be in the Bavarian Alps in the region of Ramsau am Berchtesgaden. And oh my god, it is so beautiful up there. I will blend in a photo of that one. And that is absolutely such a gorgeous place. And I haven't been in the mountains since COVID has started. Even a few years before that. I think it's about 5 years or so, 5-6 years that I've been in the real mountains. And the Bavarian Alps, they are really close to my heart. I sort of grew up in Bavaria. Well, I didn't live there, but my parents took me there as soon as I could walk, and I climbed my first mountain there as soon as I was able to. So the region of Bavaria is really close to me, and it is so gorgeous there. So if we would go there, then we would have a base camp, so the chalet that we have booked, and we would do some day hiking, maybe some long ones, maybe not so long ones. It will depend on Max as well, how she will be doing by that time, because she is turning 11 next week, and the years are going to count on her. So we will have to see there, but definitely Ravi and I will be able to do some decent day hiking up in the mountains. A lot of elevation, but there will be a lot of lifts to go up and make it a little bit more easier. We can maybe do some overnighters at a mountain cabin. So that will be alternative number 1. Alternative number 2 is continue the Krijtlandpad trail. And you saw some videos on my channel about that trail about 2 or 3 years ago. Then I started that trail with Ravi, attempting to thru-hike it as well, but I have to quit because of terrible gear failure and haven't been able to continue the trail since. So that would definitely be an option to pick up that trail again. That is a trail that is 99 kilometers and has a little bit over 1000 meters of elevation gain. So that is way less than the Rothaarsteig trail is, which is 156 kilometers and has 3064 meters of elevation gain. So that's a huge difference. So that would be a lot more easier compared to the Rothaarsteig trail. I can hike it in 4 to 5 days less than the Rothaarsteig trail, depending on whether I would take an extra 0 day or not. So that will be a little bit more easier. It will be here in the Netherlands, in the south of Limburg, where we go hike. We love to go hiking. So that is alternative 2, to pick up the Krijtlandpad trail again. And my third alternative is the Dutch Mountain Trail. And the Dutch Mountain Trail is actually the hardest trail that we have in the Netherlands. It is 101 kilometers long, so only 2 kilometers more than the Krijtlandpad trail. And it has a little over 2000 meters of elevation gain. So it is right in between Krijtlandpad and Rothaarsteig in regards to elevation. And it is the hardest trail in the Netherlands, and it passes the 7 summits of the Netherlands. Of course, we do not have 4000ers here or something, but for what we have here in the Netherlands, it passes the 7 highest mountains of the Netherlands, so the 7 summits. So that will be quite a challenging trail. It's not called for nothing, the hardest trail of the Netherlands, but it's absolutely a gorgeous one. For a large part of it, it follows the same trail as the Krijtlandpad trail does, so I will definitely see the same things, but it's a little bit harder. It is just a little bit longer, but they say that it is a lot more beautiful than Krijtlandpad trail, so that is my third alternative. So yeah, the biggest differences between the 3 alternatives, or I should actually say the 2, the Krijtlandpad trail and the Dutch Mountain Trail, because if we decide to go to the Bavarian Alps, it will not be a true hike, it will just be some day hiking, but it will be the elevation compared to the Rothaarsteig trail. It will be the elevation, it will be the length. Both Krijtlandpad trail and Dutch Mountain Trail will be done quicker, but I have 2 weeks of vacation, so I have plenty of time to complete the Rothaarsteig trail. I'm not worrying about the time. I'm just worrying about whether I will be able to complete the trail with a lot less training than I had planned, and depending on how long that stupid foot injury lasts, because I'm getting a little bit done with it. I'm over with it. I miss the trails, I miss the outdoors. I haven't been able to do any of the planned backpacking trips that I had this year. My tent hasn't seen daylight so far, and season is almost over. In 4 weeks we are going on summer vacation to Germany and Denmark. We had planned to do some hiking there as well. Well, I think I can forget about that, and that all takes away from my training for the Rothaarsteig trail. So that's more what I have in mind. And time I am not worrying, but I'm just worrying about the fact, will I be able to do it? So that is a struggle that will be going on in my mind for a while, I think, or I must notice a very quick way up, so to say, in the recovery of my foot injury, and that I might be able to do some day hiking at the vacation to see how it works out. I have been seeing a doctor from work last week, and she was very strict on the kind of work that I am allowed to do and that I may do in the upcoming weeks until my vacation. And she told me, we are going to try everything to save your vacation. So I'm so thankful that she knows what the injury is, and that she's, so to say, yeah, on my side. That sounds a little bit weird, but she's not telling me to, oh well, just go on and work. No, she really understands it, and that gives me the opportunity to take some extra rest in the upcoming weeks, and then fingers crossed that will be enough to at least save my summer vacation, and then I can keep thinking about what to do with the Rothaarsteig trail. Well, this was a little bit of a quick update. The alternatives that I have in mind, the alternatives that I'm doubting between. If I decide to hike either the Krijtlandpad trail or the Dutch mountain trail, I must start looking for campings, because wild camping is not allowed. So I have to stay on camping, so I have to start looking out for them. Obviously, from the Krijtlandpad trail, I still have my planning from 2 to 3 years ago, so I can email those campings again. But for the Dutch mountain trail, I'll have to check everything. So that's what I'm going to do in the upcoming weeks. And then after my summer vacation, it is in 4 weeks time. When you see this video, we are probably on summer vacation, because I am not making that many videos, unfortunately, at the moment, because I'm not able to go out. So that will be 4 weeks from now on, a little bit later when you see it. And my vacation lasts 3 weeks, so that will say in 7 weeks from now on, I will make my definite decision on whether I'm going to do the Rothaarsteig trail or one of the other trails, or that we might be going to the wonderful and absolutely gorgeous Bavarian Alps. And it might be a little bit early to make that decision in September, beginning of October. But like I mentioned, I am really depending on what winter is going to do. If we are going to have a beautiful dry winter with a lot of freezing sunny weather, then hiking wouldn't be a problem at all. But last year, some of winter was wet. It was warm and it felt like autumn until March, so we couldn't do a lot of hiking at all because the weather was just terrible. And if that happens again this year, there won't be a lot of training involved. So therefore I would like to say end of September, beginning of October, I will make my definite decision, because then I have plenty of time to cancel my hotels in the hope that they do not charge me too much for that, and to make new plans for my alternatives. So I will definitely keep you updated on that one. Thank you for stopping by to listen to this update, and hopefully I can say very soon again, enjoy the outdoors. We will catch you on the next trail. Goodbye.